All right. Well, it's been a long time, guys. This feels weird. I haven't recorded anything since I went to Atlanta and left, but I'm back now. So we back. This is episode 19, and I have my guest here with me. So introduce yourself. Let them know who you are.
My name is Michael.
Okay.
I don't.
How old you are? Where you from?
I'm 25. I'm from the Bronx. I'm a hairstylist.
Okay, he's giving to y'all right there.
Period.
So today, me and Michael are gonna talk about homophobia and people being homophobic. Is that real? Does that even make sense? What's that about? So let's dive deep. Michael, you want to start? Want to say anything about yourself?
I mean, I'm the kind of person that can respect everyone's opinion. So
Okay.
I'll let you. All right. How do I say this? Like, I can understand if you don't understand my lifestyle or agree with my lifestyle or whatever. That's fine.
Wow.
But I don't like when you're going to disrespect me because of the way that I live my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fine, feel the way that you feel. You don't understand it. You don't like it. You don't agree with it. You don't think it's right. You were raised a certain way. Whatever. Cool. Fine. But you don't get disrespectful. Don't be mean. Don't be hateful. Don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't. And I feel like just double downing on homophobia and homophobic people who are homophobic, like it never really made sense to me either, because I just feel like you just said, I'm the same person where like I don't really care who you're fucking, and I don't care what you fuck or I don't care about your sexual preferences in the bedroom or who you want to date. Like that is not important to me. You know, obviously, unless I'm dating you, I want to make sure you want to date me. But like, if just you're like a regular person, like who you fuck and who you date and what you do is not important to me. Like that's not on my mind, and it shouldn't even like I guess change the way I see you. So I feel like it would make no sense for me to not like somebody because they're gay. Like to me, it feels like, well, I don't like you because you sleep with men. Like that doesn't even make any sense. Like I shouldn't care about that. Like
Exactly.
I feel like that's pointless. So I do feel like in some senses with homophobia, like it kind of just raises like a question mark as like what exactly is bothering you here?
Like, why are you so mad?
Like why are you so upset?
Why are you so pressed? Like,
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to make a comment when you see me walking in the room? Is it because I'm comfortable in my skin and maybe you're not?
Mm-hmm.
Or my confidence, maybe it offends you, makes you feel insecure, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And you need to take a look in the mirror and be like, listen, like, why do I feel this way? Because,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. I even say like, you know, obviously we went to the same high school together. So me and Michael both went to Scanlon together. I don't know if there was any like, you know, homophobic stuff going on in Scanlon, but I mean, I'm sure it was because the boys were terrible.
For the most part, honestly, no.
No, you see?
No.
Wow.
And that was my fear going into high school. And really, 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 I got more hate from
girls
and the other gay boys in my school than I did the
That's
actual
crazy.
the straight men. And still to this day, I get more hate and
From
stuff
girls?
from females than I do actual men.
Wow.
And that really tricks me out. I'd be like,
why do you think that is
like,
though? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a
I'm
guess.
pretty?
I honestly don't understand why you would have so much like animosity like as a woman with a gay man. Like I would think that it would be kind of like on this like on the same level. Like, you know, I think gay men have a lot of femininity to them that women can like relate to, that we can resonate with. So I find that shocking. Like that's crazy. Like I've never actually heard that. So that's a first. Wow.
weird.
Very weird. I've never really heard of women doing things like that, but I believe it. I believe it. So what would you say, what is a homophobic interaction you've had, or like any type of experience you've had with someone being homophobic towards you?
Like I'm walking down the street and someone screams faggot.
That's happened to you before?
All the time.
That's terrible.
You're walking down the street, someone screams faggot. There's a group of guys rolling by. They throw garbage at me. There's a man walking by. He spits at my feet. Like, things like this happen, and on an everyday basis. It's nothing new to me. And my thing is, like I said, I can respect the fact that you don't agree or you don't like or whatever, but then mind your business.
Right.
Keep it pushing. Stay over there. Why are you so worried about what I'm doing?
Yeah, it's true. And how have you been, like, how do you deal with that? Like,
You don't. You ignore it. Am I gonna fight every single person who's gonna have something to say or?
Yeah, you can.
I would never get anything done. I would never get anywhere.
Yeah. And have you ever felt like, obviously I'm sure you have, but like frightened around men?
Yeah.
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 Damn. See, that's terrible. That's something that as a woman I've never experienced. Like, obviously, as a woman I get catcalled, but it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman I get yelled at and screamed at, but it's the same thing. Like,
I get catcalled, and when they realize that I'm not a woman, then that's when the fear really sets in.
Yeah, because it's like, now you're mad at me that I'm not a woman. Like,
I'm telling you right now, like, bro, this is not what you want. Like, I'll let you know right then and there. Then you're getting mad because now you were attracted to me. So now you're projecting. You feel like whatever you did was just gay, so now you're mad. So now you have to take it out on me.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy that you said that, because that's a thing. Like, that's a thing. Like, that whole like Ayo and pause thing, which I think is so fucking stupid. Like, I really, like, I know a lot of men in our generation say the pause thing, but it's like, if you're not gay, you don't even need to say it. Like, I just think it's so stupid. Like, if you're not gay, what are you pausing? Like, what are we pausing here? Like, or like, it's just like, it makes no sense to me. Like, it's like you want to, like, when guys say that, they be like, oh, pause. I'll just be like, but are you gay? Like, I just ask that question because I just don't understand why you would need to pause something and say like, oh, that's no homo. Even that, like, no homo. Like, bro, if you're not gay, like, nobody took it as you saying it or being gay. Like, you're the only one that thought
like when
that.
they're like, no homo, but you look nice today.
Why does
it have to be homo? Because you're complimenting your friend, that makes you gay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like just like weirdness with heterosexual people, and then like the LGBT community when it comes to like just addressing you guys the right way, and being respectful. Like I said before when we were talking off camera, like like there was a time where trans and even pronouns weren't a thing. And so now that they have come into play, I do think that some people are taking it a little bit like, well, I don't know how to deal with this. Like I was telling you, like I had a coworker when I worked at Starbucks. His name was Henry. And when he first started, he was a she. And a physically appearing was a she. So when he said, I don't want to be called a she anymore, I want to be called a he anymore, not that it took me aback, not that I was like, oh my gosh, that's so extra. It was just like, oh, well, now I have to make the mental note when I see this person to say he and not she. And it took me a long time, like multiple times saying she, for me to get it right that it was he, because like in my mind, what I'm seeing physically is a woman. So I'm not thinking to say he.
They was also calling him she when they first got
yes.
It was a habit.
Right. So I was like saying to one of my friends, I was like, sometimes I could see how the confusion with the LGBT community and heterosexual people comes, because it's like sometimes it's like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is new to me too. So I have to kind of like find my way. And it's not like you have to accommodate me. Like you don't have to be like, oh well, let me give you your time. Like you don't have to. Like fuck that. Like, but like it's gonna take me some time to get it right in my brain, because I'm not used to that vocabulary. I'm not used to that, that type of vibe. So it's like, give me some time.
My thing is, I try to educate before I get offended.
Yeah.
So before I sit there and I yell at you, I'm gonna let you know, like, I understand what you mean, but don't say this or don't say that, or like the word fag. Some people still use the word and they don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but it's a disrespectful word.
Yeah,
no. Tell people, I know what you mean when you say it, but don't call me that because I don't like that.
I actually don't know what they mean when they say that. Like, I don't even know where the term faggot came from. But to me, when I hear the word faggot, it already sounds negative. Like, it sounds like a negative word. Faggot sounds like a negative word. So it's like, for you to scream that at somebody, especially heterosexual males, like, I feel like it's really weird to me, you guys going out your way. Like,
that's the thing. Like,
it's the going out the way for me.
To make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, like,
when I'm like, at the end of the day, I go home and I laugh. Like,
I'm sure
sometimes I go home and I cry, but for the most part, I go home and it's like, this is really sad that people feel like this. Like,
it is.
It's unfortunate.
It's the same way I feel with like racism. Like, it's like, why do you hate black people? Why do you hate gay people? Like, it's literally like,
it's literally the same thing.
It's literally the same thing. Like, it's literally like,
because you're hating me over something I can't control.
Right. Something I can't control is something I feel is in me. Like, that just comes with me as an individual person.
So to this day, people think being gay is a choice.
Yes. And I think that goes back to like the Christian community and the church and the Bible, like really trying to like drill that into people's head. Because honestly, like, like, I don't know. I'm not really into the Bible like that. Anybody could quote me on this. I'm not sure. I don't know if in the Bible anywhere it says anything about gay people and that being wrong.
It doesn't say anything about it being gay wrong. Is wrong.
Okay.
It's hypocritical. It doesn't say that being gay is wrong, but in acting in gay, like having sex with a man, that's
wrong.
The sin.
Okay. But at the end of the day,
so it's saying you can be gay,
but you can't have sex,
but as long as you don't act on it,
which is dumb,
which is stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid, and it's like that's like saying you can. That's like in the Bible where it's like you cannot have sex unless you're married, right? But it's like we all sin. Like as a woman, I had sex before I was married. So as a gay man, you had sex with another gay man because that's true. Like you know what I mean?
What I want to do.
That's what you want to do. So it's like we're all sinning. So we all wrong. Like you know what I mean? Like no Christian is perfect.
It's a sin to judge me for being gay.
Exactly, and that is the problem.
Oh my gosh. The first thing they do is, but the Bible says, and the Bible also says you shouldn't judge people.
The Bible also says you shouldn't judge people.
So why are you talking right now?
It's a fact. And also the Bible says to accept people how they are. Jesus made us all in his image the way he loves us. So if that was the case, if you was a real Christian and you really was into the shit like you say you are, you wouldn't judge gay people and you wouldn't say that they are wrong because you would believe that God created them in his image. If that's the case, who created gay people? Who created them then? If God didn't create them, who created them? Y'all thought a special person came down and sprinkled fairy dust?
The devil did, and that's why we're going to hell. So,
well, listen.
I'm sorry. If I'm going to hell, everyone else is going to hell.
Paint me red. Give me some horns. Like, you know, like we all going to hell. No, because we all sin. You feel me? Like we all sin. Even minor things. You judging somebody, just looking at them, that's a sin. Like you just said. Judging is a sin. Some Christian churches, they're not okay with letting gay people into their church. And I think that's really fucked up. And I think that goes against what you're teaching. How can you teach us that God created us all in his image and we're supposed to love and do all this stuff, but you won't allow the people that he created into the church to worship him too? Like
the last time I went to church, they were throwing holy water on me. They threw holy water on me and told me that I had a demon, that I needed to come and really be thinking. And I was just like, you guys are confused. Like, you guys don't know what I don't know. Like, this is weird.
That's so weird. Like, that's some real cult shit.
It's like, and the shit that happens, I didn't realize shit like this actually happened until I graduated from school and I started dressing up. That's when people started treating me different.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, like this shit really happens. Because for the most part, I can't really sit here and say like I was bullied growing up. Like, yeah, people made fun of me, but yeah. I mean,
and do you feel like you always showed that you were gay? Like,
yeah,
okay.
I grew up playing sports, and it was very apparent that I was different from all of the other boys that I.
When did you come out?
I came out to my mother in the 7th grade. Okay. But actually, I didn't. I didn't come out to my mother. My teacher kind of outed me to my mother.
Really?
I was talking to someone, and I was telling them that I think I was gonna come out to my mother soon. My mother went and called my mom that day. And told her, like, your son's gonna come out to you, whatever.
That's disrespectful. She shouldn't let you do that.
And my mother came into my room and she was just like, so you have something to tell me? She goes, it's not like I don't know. So,
right.
Like, it wasn't like it was sexually. I was like, I don't know. But if you gotta tell me because you want to confirm, then.
Right.
So that's when I told her. And I came out to, like, my whole family when I was 16.
Okay. And how was that for you? Like, coming out?
Fine. They was like, okay, we were just waiting for you to tell us. We knew.
Did you feel like were you scared? Did you think like, oh, people, like my family might?
You're always a little bit scared. You never know. Like my family's very accepting and they're very open, but it's always different when it's your own.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just like, I don't know how they're gonna, like, my sisters had gay friends and stuff, but it's different to have a gay brother than it is to have a gay friend.
Yes.
So, especially when you're this kind of like,
yes, when you're fabulous. And do you, like, before you came out, did you like battle with deciding, or not even deciding, whether or not you were gay? Like, did you ever question yourself and feel like, okay, well, maybe I do like girls, like I don't really know? Like,
no, I never, like, I always knew that I liked boys, but I thought that I was gonna grow in to liking girls. So it was kind of just like, okay, well, I think she's pretty, so if I think she's pretty, I must like her. Right. So it was very much like that. And I went out with so many girls when I was younger. It was crazy. But most of them are lesbian now, and that's so funny. But most of them are gay and I'm gay. But it's just like, I always knew. It wasn't like, and also it was kind of like growing up, you're told, you're not supposed, in Catholic school.
Yeah, you're told you're not
supposed to be that way. So it was kind of just like, but at home, it was very much like, my family always let me know, like, be yourself, do whatever you want to do. Like, if I wanted a Barbie doll, they bought me a Barbie doll, Like, well,
that's great. That's good though. Yeah. That's good that they were supporting, because I feel like, it runs into an issue. Like, say you're in a family where you're growing up and people in that family are homophobic, and it's not even maybe that they don't want to accept you. It's like they feel like they can't, like, even though you're their family member, it's like, nah, like, you gay now, and like, so now you're on that side. And I feel like that happens, you know, in some family and some family groups, or even in just all around the world.
I
like,
don't take it for granted at all. Like I'm because I have a lot of friends and I see the other side, so I know what it's like, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's tough. You know, I feel like when I was going, like, you know, we all go through that stage when we're growing up, when we're like trying to decide, all right, like I'm gonna start dating, or I like this girl, whatever. But I feel like I never like had any ideas of women, you know. And then I feel like, you know, it becomes, with women is different, because I feel like it could be like, oh, you just want to try women out, like, you know, like a man would never comfortably say
there's not a stigma on it for girls.
Yeah, no,
like
it's not.
Guys,
yeah,
you know?
Because a man could never say, if he's not gay to this society, like, I want to try having sex with a man, or like I want to kiss a man could never say that.
He's automatically gay.
He's automatically gay. And it's like, that comes down to double standards, because it's like, how is it fair that women can try sexual experiences with women, and then once you find out a man tried a sexual experience with a man, he's gay? And even as a heterosexual woman, I'm saying that. Like, if a man told me he had sex with a man, I'm going to say, oh, so are you gay? Like, I'm going to ask the question. Like, you might be like, no, I'm bisexual, but I'm going to ask, because in the society that we have grown up, that's what you would assume. Like, you had sex with a man, so you're gay. Like, that's it.
I agree.
I agree.
100%. No, I agree.
No, I agree. So, but it's like, it's not, it shouldn't be that way,
9
though.
times out of 10 guys have experimented. They just don't talk about it.
Listen, I'm gonna okay.
They just don't. I
know y'all be on the DL, okay?
Now this goes to another, the men on the DL.
I know y'all be on the D.
And it be the men on the DL who are the most homophobic.
Yes.
You don't know how many DL men I've had come to me and tell me I'm not gay, I'm DL.
That's not a thing. You can't be DL. You gay, or you like men.
Okay, or because you suck dick and quiet, don't make it any less gay. Like,
right.
You're still sucking dick, just to let you know.
Right.
Like, you're still gay. But if telling yourself that that's what helps you sleep at night, you're in denial, that's fine.
But you see, that's
for me, DL stands for denial. It don't stand for
no. But let me tell you something, though. I think that comes from, it's sad, but it could, because I feel like a lot of gay men who are down low, they feel like they can't be gay for whatever reason, and I don't understand that.
And really, nobody cares as much.
And as nobody cares. Like the pressure you're putting on yourself to hide your true self, nobody cares.
Especially if you're one of those guys who can like go through the streets and nobody know you're gay. No one's really gonna give a fuck.
But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, I personally don't care who you're fucking. So if you don't tell me who you're fucking, I won't know. I won't assume it. Because think about it, there are feminine gay men, there are masculine gay men. You can't always tell a gay man. So it's like, if you don't tell me you're gay and I don't think it and I don't see it, I'm not gonna know. I will never know.
You won't assume.
I will never know. And I've seen some men that I was like, damn, he's cute. And I'm trying to run down and they've told me I'm gay. Like, you know?
It's nobody's business.
It's either. Nobody.
Like, if you're not trying to fuck them, then what does it matter? Like, I can't.
I went to some album release party in Brooklyn. And there was this white bartender. And he was so fine, okay? Like, he was fine. And I don't even talk to white men like that, okay?
And they're coming up.
They looking good.
Something in the water.
something in that man hand water, but I don't know. But he was so fine. And I was like, nah, I'm going to get his Instagram. I had to run down. I don't normally do that. But I was like, nah, I have to get his Instagram. I'm talking to him, but then I see him look at some guy. And I see him look at the guy, and I see the guy smile and laugh and giggle. And I'm like... And I told my friend, I'm like, you think he's gay? Like, but I didn't know. But I'm like, do you think he's gay? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, he doesn't have a lot of femininity. So, okay, maybe he's not gay. But then again, I don't know. And I still don't know to this day. Like, I haven't asked him, I haven't DM'd him, something like that. But he could be gay. Like, and I could just not know. And it could be that he wasn't interested in me, because he took my Instagram. He was talking to me, everything. But maybe he was friendly, and maybe he really just likes men, and maybe he was just being nice to me. And that's fine. But I was just like, damn, I really don't know. Like, and I was really trying to think, but I'm like, yo, I want to know. But it just comes down to that, like, nobody will know until you tell them. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody can know. And it's crazy that word, like, DL, became a vocabulary word. Like, it became a fucking word in the community that you could really be like that. Like, you can say in that middle ground where you don't have to deal with shit. You don't have to feel that pressure from society. You could sit in that little middle ground and be low and secretive. And just hide.
You see, yeah, maybe this is why some girls don't like gay guys. Because if my DMs could talk.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you be...
You'd be surprised.
People we graduated with, people from older than us, people from like people who are like it's people who have girlfriends now, people who are like it's crazy.
Not the girlfriends now.
It's really, and I'm not into DL men.
But you shouldn't be.
I'm not. Like,
you shouldn't be. You shouldn't, because if you're not hiding yourself, why have to be with somebody who's hiding themselves?
And there's some gay guys who are into that. Like I know some gay guys who strictly only mess with DL men. And I sit there and I ask them, like, you're okay with, like, just being the secret? Like, no shade. Like, I spend a lot of money in hair and makeup. I want to be seen.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, take me out. Like, and if you can't take me out, then I guess we're not chilling. Like.
And how do you feel like that goes for you, like, dating? Like, how's...
Well, it goes, that's how I know whether they're deal or not. I want to hang out. Okay, so take me out. Make a reservation. Where are we going? And it's like, oh, we'll come.
Damn, I'm gonna start saying that.
I'm not gonna go to your house to go chill. So I'm gonna get all dressed up. I'm gonna sit there for 2 hours to get ready to go sit on your couch.
That's true. Damn, I didn't think about that.
You know, but then you say that and it's like, oh, well, you're stuck up. No, it's
because
not,
you know what?
Stuck up, but it's like at the end of the day, I have guys in my DMs asking to take me out.
Yeah.
Asking to take me to dinner. So if I'm sitting here and I'm entertaining you and you're telling me to come to your house, I'm gonna sit there and be like, no, we're gonna go to a restaurant. What do you like to eat? I'll make the reservation. I don't care. Yeah. But no. If we're gonna date, we're gonna date. If you want to fuck, then say you want to fuck. Straight up tell me if you want to fuck. I might be down. Yeah.
I have a my gay friend, he's told me about the fucking in the gay community, and
oh, it's ridiculous.
it's crazy. It's like a fuck fest. It's like a fuck fest. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's like a fuck fest. I think the gay community is very sexual.
Extremely. Yeah. And that makes it very hard to date.
Because everybody wants to fuck, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to fuck you the first day I meet you, like.
But that happens in the gay. I mean, that happens in every community. Like, fuck it, like.
You know, but if my thing is, if you're saying that you want to take me out, you want to get to know me, you want to, then let's do that. Right. If you want to fuck, then tell me you want.
Right. So then at the end of the day, I'll know.
So that I know what to expect, but don't sit there and be like, oh, we're gonna
sugarcoat shit,
sugarcoat shit. This, and you're trying to shove your tongue down my throat, like, and you're whipping, you get your dick in my face, and I'm just like what's going on? I'd be like, excuse
me, what's going on? That.
Like, you know, I'm about to go. This was fun, but.
So how is dating for you? How's that been going? How are you single? Are you mingled? Are you entangled?
There's somebody. But there's always somebody.
Right.
I'm single, but there's always somebody. Dating is hard though. Dating is hard. I'm not even gonna sit there and be like, no, dating is hard, because it's either the DL man with the wife and the kids and the whatever, and they be from the Upper East Side, girl. So I'd be tempted, like.
No, because them white men be on the DL, okay? Like that.
But they got
the.
They be offering to put me up in apartments and shit, and I be here like, damn. But why do I have to have like self-respect?
Right.
And, like, why? You know, like. Here, like, damn.
Facts. You do have to have self-respect and morals to shoot that down.
I couldn't. I couldn't. And then it's like, all right, story time. Ready?
Okay. There we go. Story time.
There was this guy. I used to see him all the time coming off the train from work. So as I was getting off the train, he was getting on. Okay. He always says hi to me, always whatever. I never really thought anything of it. One day I ran into him in Starbucks. He paid for my coffee, and then like he made a move at me or whatever. And we started texting. We was hanging out. I went out on like a date or two with him. And I was at work a couple of days later, and I'm doing this woman's hair, and we're talking and whatever. And then she's like, oh my God, I forgot my card. I'm going to call my husband to come bring my card. The man walks in the fucking door.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I physically had to be like, oh, I left. I have to go get her. I had to like walk away. I had to go to my manager and be like, bitch, like, I'm like, that's the guy. That's the man I was just telling you about. And they're like, no. And I'm like, yeah, that's the man. And then he's there. And I walk out. She's like, well, this is my husband, whatever. She's like, this is Michael, who's like the best, my favorite. I only go. And I'm just here like, wow, I feel like shit. But you know what's crazy? That was the last day I ever saw her. I never saw her again after that.
She probably knows.
She probably found out. He probably told her.
I mean, they might have an open marriage. Who knows? He might be her cover up.
I would have told her. I'm not gonna lie. I would have told her I couldn't.
You would have told her?
I would have told her, like, I'm sorry, but like, you need to have a conversation. There's some things he's not telling.
And did he say anything to you that you ever spoke to him?
He acted like he didn't know me.
You ever spoke to him after that?
No. I blocked his number, and I was just like, you're married. And she has 2 kids, so y'all have 2 kids. Like, I'm good.
And that just like I feel so sorry for him, but then I don't because I feel
don't.
sorry that he feels like he has to hide his whole life. Like you have kids with a woman, and you are dating a woman. You're married to a woman for the rest of your life, but you
like they're married.
Yeah, like you truly love men though.
And they just got married. Like it wasn't like they had been married for like 4 or 5 years. Like they had just gotten married.
Oh wow!
So
you
like,
really hiding. Like you know,
just like wow.
Like I feel bad for you, but then I don't because you hiding.
And I had the little inkling that he was like on the DL. Like
okay.
I had the little.
Because you didn't. Okay.
He took me to his house. There was nobody there. He took me to a apartment. I don't know which one it was, but he took me to one of them. Got mad apartments. You know what I mean? And it was just like okay, but
wow,
like she was crazy out here. So like, you really gotta be careful.
Ladies.
Okay.
My
best friend, she always be like, "Do you think?" I'm like, "Your boyfriend is not gay."
Okay, you know what? That's a good one. Do you think? It's great. Like, do you think?
My friends always ask me, "Do you think? Do you know?" I'm like, okay. Like,
do you believe that's true though? Like, gay people have a gaydar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You want to know what it is, especially when you're trying to hide it. If there's a gay person in the room,
they're gonna know.
They get uncomfortable, and we can tell.
Wow.
They're gonna be peeping us from the corner. They're gonna keep staring. You're gonna know. With me, I never know. Maybe they're just looking at me because then again, I'm 6 feet tall. I have, my hair's 30 inches. My heels are 6 inches, and I'm like 6'6". Like, yeah. So I'm just getting stared at because I'm the biggest person in the room.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh yeah, he's gay. He's with his girl. He don't want his girl to know that he's gay.
And you could just tell, like.
He'll try to talk to you on the way to the bathroom. Like, men will try to talk to you with their girlfriend there. In the same room.
I try
passing by, they'll drop a number, like on the train with their girlfriend, they'll drop the number, like, and I'm really like here, and I'd be like
that's how I am right now, like wow.
I'm waiting for one of these bitches that I don't like to come at me.
Right.
It's like, well,
you're a man though.
I'm gonna fucking man. I'm just gonna fuck him and not tell.
No, like
I'm not that spiteful. I couldn't do that.
I'm really like flabbergasted, like. Nigga said drop the note on the train.
Yeah, like, or they'll sit there on the train and they'll put their number in, and they'll sit there like this.
And show you in their notes?
You. Yeah, they'll sit next to you on the train. They'll have their dick pics out and they'll be like this. I've had men walk up to me and straight up be like, "I want to fuck the shit out of you," like. And I'm just here like, move. Like, excuse me. Like,
yo, and I thought women had it bad. And I thought women had it bad.
I get it. I feel for y'all. I really feel for the woman. I hate that catcalling shit. That shit gets me pissed. I really feel for y'all.
Because you experienced the shit too.
It's like, yo, this shit is crazy. And it's like, what makes you think that that's okay for you to walk up to me and tell me that? Or people think I'm an escort. People think I'm an escort. All the time. Like, what they walk up to me like, what's the price? Excuse me? What? Like, excuse me? I went to the club like 3 weeks ago, and some girl, she was like, don't get offended, but can I ask you a question? And I'm like, however, what? She's like, are you an escort? And I was like, no. Why? She goes, you give escort vibes. I was like, I do?
She said you expensive.
Yeah, that's a compliment. I was like, really?
Okay, thank you. Like,
but I was like, no,
she said you expensive.
She goes, well, you should think about it. She was an escort. She's like, you should think about
it.
Like,
she was an escort.
She was trying to pit me. She was trying to fucking pit me.
She was trying to pit you. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is the juiciest I've ever, like, okay, like, this is really fucking news to me. I'm really trying to process this. Nigga said, I'm still stuck on the throw the number in the bag while you leaving the train, because you got to be smooth to do that. Like, that's timing. Like, you got to be able to, like, drop it. Like, make sure your girl don't look.
Like, shit at me. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is New York, nigga. You can't be doing that.
That's sad. You know, when I worked at, I had a lot of stories of Starbucks. When I worked at Starbucks, I used to smoke with my coworker Lauren. And we used to smoke at her friend's crib. He lived right across the street in this project building. He used to tell us all the story about the hood niggas that was DL, that he was fucking. Feel me? That they was coming to his crib. Those are my favorites.
You want to know why? And this is gonna sound so bad. I'm like exposing myself so much.
Oh my god, it's uncomfortable.
I don't. So like, all right, because like I said, I'm not a fan of DLs, but like,
you've had your fun.
No, like I just be using them.
Okay.
Like, they like me. They want to talk to me. All right, nigga. Well, I need weed. Like, so what's up? You want to chill? Okay. So they light it, and then they give me weed. And then, when something's about to happen, it's like, oh, well, I gotta go. Like, it's time to do.
Oh my gosh, these niggas, yo.
There's a guy right now. He likes me. He gives me 3 apes for $20.
Niggas said, wait. First of all, he's losing money. Let's start with that. He's losing money. Second of all, let's talk about the fact that he's giving him 3 apes for $20. Okay, so that's 3 apes right there. That's practically a quarter, right?
A little bit more.
A little bit more than a quarter for $20. So you getting the dub, which is not even an eighth, and then put that next to 3 apes, and then show me the worth of a dub and 3 apes, and let me show you how this man is losing money. But continue though, because that's wild. Like,
the thing is, the whole thing is, they do things like that in hopes that you keep the secret.
Right.
So if I cash out, if I do this, if I do that, he's gonna keep it.
He's gonna keep it secret. And once you
I'm gonna keep it to myself. Yes. But
and once you got them, it's lit because I could expose your secret anytime.
Keep it coming.
I could tell you be a bitch anytime. Mm-hmm. So once you got them, it's like, nope, actually, I want that, and you have to get it now because I can tell you're a bitch, and now I'm gonna tell the whole hood. Now they're gonna fuck you up now too.
I just gotta put it on Instagram. It's not even about telling anyone.
Instagram is
and tag you.
Damn, they're gonna fuck you up.
You know?
And it's crazy because I'm not gonna lie.
And I've seen it happen. And
that person would lose all their friends.
I've
too.
seen it.
Yep, lose all their friends.
Like I said, I would never. I could never. Yeah. But
that's amazing that you wouldn't do that though. But there's people that would and do, and those people lose all their friends.
My whole thing is this: if I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna have an agreement to hang out with this DL man, I know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. Mm-hmm. So I can't get mad when now that I like him, he don't want to show me around. So now I want to expose him. Because
that's not right.
You knew when you was fucking with him that he was in the closet, so
that's not right.
You can't be upset. You set yourself up for that.
That's not right.
So that's exactly why I don't deal with them, because if I catch feelings now, I'm asked out, and I have to deal.
Damn, that's crazy. Wow. Damn, that niggas been the DL, huh? Like
they do.
I just can't believe that.
I just don't understand why.
I don't understand why either.
I don't get it.
Like I said, nobody really cares who you fucking.
Like
I really don't care, and that's why sometimes I be like, all right, like I think that DL people will be doing too much. Like I think you're doing too much. Like nobody cares who you fucking, bro. Like,
especially when they go overboard to try to hide it.
Yeah.
Like
you having a girlfriend as a cover up is crazy. Like that's you involving a whole nother person emotionally when you don't even connect with them that way.
No, they get married, they have kids.
Like that's insane. Like how can you possibly do that?
They got a man on the side.
Yes.
The whole time.
How can you possibly do that? Like, and now you having kids, that means you're involving like little children. Like that's fucked up. Like that's fucked up. Because you're making them feel like this life that you created is real when it's not. You're not even the real you. They can't possibly really know the real you.
It's a very selfish thing.
Yes. And once you find out that somebody is down low, I feel like it becomes a trust thing because it's like I don't even know the real you.
And that's out of 10. It's really a sex thing.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 it's a sex thing. They want to be with the girl. They want their kids. But
they just like to have sex with men.
They want to be fucking the nigga too. And it's like really think of and like I get it sometimes because it's like all right if you love her whatever, but it's like I just feel like at the end of the day you should have told her from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like if whatever.
She should know.
If she really loves you, like if she really cares for you, that's not gonna matter to her. Now, I personally don't know a woman who's
gonna
that's not gonna
because that's gonna matter to me.
You know, I don't know anyone, but I'm sure there's somebody out
there might who doesn't care. There might be. And that's gonna matter to me.
With it, you know, but
I'm gonna be like
even myself. I personally couldn't date a bisexual man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, because I got trust issues, so I'm already dealing. You're guilty until proven innocent with me.
Yeah, and I feel like honestly, I would never be with somebody who's bisexual either. Just all the strength that I feel like. I just feel like because you have the option now.
I gotta watch everybody.
Yeah, I have to watch everybody. I can't even be. I'm not even worried about bitches now. I'm worried about bitches and niggas. Like I can't. That's too much. Like we at the club. I don't know who the fuck you looking at. Like you know, like I can't do that. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry. No offense to bisexual people, but I can't date you. I wouldn't either. I also can't. I don't want to be with someone who has sex with the opposite sex. It's just like I wouldn't be with a man who has sex with the man, and I wouldn't be a woman. Like I can't.
I couldn't do that. It's just like honestly, I don't like. I don't like girls.
Yeah, and I don't like.
I don't care. I'm one of those gay people who thinks vagina is gross. It's nasty.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't.
I have texture issues, and it's very unsettling. So.
I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But the vagina has a lot going on.
Some of them are pretty from a distance. No, but even then, it's just like, I just like can't.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna throw up about the dick because
I'm not gonna throw up, but it's just
I like that.
Like,
oh shit, my headphones. Look, you see?
That's
Look, you
not
see
true.
what dick does? Imagine.
Like, I'm one of those, so it's just like the thought of you being in okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The thought of you being with a man, I can't. Like, I can't. And I'm not trying to say that's nasty. I don't want to think
The
about
thought
you.
of you being with another man is worse enough. So the fact that I have to worry about women too is just
that's too much. That's too much. That's way too much. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so I want to ask you about your opinion. I don't know if you heard about what the baby said. Is it the baby? I don't know how to say it sometimes because I be thinking about saying the and then I say the baby instead of saying the baby. Like, it's weird. But the baby, what he said at Rolling Loud. Do you guys know what he said? I'm sure you guys know what he said. If not, I can read it for you guys.
Remind me what he said verbatim.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I have it. That's the funny part. It's a lot, too. It's a lot. Okay. So, he said he was at Rolling Loud, and he said, if you didn't show up today with HIV/AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 or 3 weeks, put your cell phone light in the air on stage. He continued, ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone light in the air. Fellas, if you ain't suck a nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air. Keep it fucking real. Then he said, my gay fans take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gay niggas. They ain't no junkies in the street. I said, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put the motherfucking light up. My gay fans, they ain't going for that. They got class. They ain't sucking no dick in the parking lot. You got to get a room, a good one, the 5-star. Even my gay fans have standards.
Okay.
That's what he said.
I don't think
Did you think that was homophobic?